me. Even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him. And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia.
So you see verse 1. Read verse 1 again. It's heavy. Read again.
Also I in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him.
It's Daniel. Go ahead.
And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia.
So behold, there will stand up yet 3 kings in Persia. Go ahead.
And the 4th shall be far richer than they all.
The 4th is Xerxes. That's Esther's husband. That's Xerxes the first. That's the one you see in the movie called the 300. That's him. That's
why you biting me? All right, done. Now all of a sudden you going into Daniel 11 chapter. I like to see you do a complete breakdown of Daniel 11 chapter. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I went into Daniel 11 chapter and you made a comment, something to the effect of that was superb. Man, come on, man. Stop biting, dude. I would like you to do a complete breakdown of Daniel 11 because I didn't fully break it down, but I broke down most of it. Ain't nobody went into Daniel 11 chapter until we went into it. This guy's my biggest fan. And this is the same guy that gets on the comment board, you know, coming on my live stream saying I'm basic, I'm this. I'm watching this whole video, or most of it, and these are scriptures these are scriptures from the old One West days, man. Give me something new. You say it about me. But I would like you, IUIC, to do a complete breakdown of... I'm not even mad at you, bro. I'm just having fun like you have fun with me. I'm having fun with you. I would like you or somebody from IUIC do a complete breakdown on Daniel 11. Don't just hit the first couple of verses 1, 2, and 3. That's easy. And then you use a reference. That's the guy from the movie 300. That's how I break it down. That's the guy from the movie 300. But I would like you to do a complete breakdown of Daniel 11 chapter. And I gave you most of the breakdown about a month and a half ago. I didn't go into every verse, every verse of Daniel 11 chapter. I jumped around. I would like you to do a complete breakdown since you're so goddamn deep, my brother. Also, you know, because IUIC is the deepest camp out there. But on a serious note, you guys know your shit. I give it to you. You guys know your shit, but you don't know it all. That's why you can't say you have 100% truth. All right. Also, I would like you or Bishop Nathaniel to do a complete breakdown on 2nd Ezra's 11 and 2nd Ezra's 12. Don't go to what Nate does. He'll go to as thy brother the eagle. Matter of fact, let me go to it. I'm putting this up raw. Why am I putting this up raw? Because I can do that. Okay, let's go to Baby Yoda. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Bear with me for a minute. Bookmark. Let me see if I can get that. Come on now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Like I said, just having fun with these guys. They like to have fun with us. Anyway, this is the Apocrypha. Let me see. 2nd Ezra. 2 Ezra. Ezra, which is the Greek way of saying Ezra. 11. No, wait a minute. 2nd Ezra's 11. Okay, give me a second here. I believe it's in the 12th chapter. Let me put in eagle. What is it? Eagle. I'm sorry, that's not it. It's obviously in the 12th chapter. Okay, 12. Let me take eagle. Let me take eagle. Go to word find. Okay, eagle. Eagle's in the first verse. Eagle is in the... Since you're the deepest guy in IUIC, Athon, Iathon, however you call your name, I want you to break this down. Okay, this is what Bishop Nathaniel goes to. He'll go to there, and then the congregation go, ooh, that's deep. This is 2nd Ezra 12 verse 11. It says, the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Now let's go to, and I'm going to show you something. It's magic time. So what does he do? He immediately goes to Daniel. Wait a minute. Daniel. Is it 7? I believe it's 7. I'm almost positive it's 7. I forget exactly how he did that. Let me try this. Okay, eagle. It doesn't. It's not in. It's not there. Wait a minute. I forget where he went to, but he says, as I brother Daniel, and what he was talking about was, he was talking about Daniel 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 verse 8. After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, the fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. This is talking about the Roman Empire. But in 2nd Ezra's, the 12th chapter, in the Apocrypha, it speaks about the eagle. So, let me go to this again. 2nd Ezra 12 verse 11. Let me start at 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle, which if you understand 2nd Ezra's chapter 11 and 12, and I'm going to tell you what the breakdown is. I'm not going to go into it. We did a full breakdown, or a complete breakdown on it. We also did a complete breakdown of Daniel 11 chapter, and we put it on YouTube. It's gone. It's in cyberspace. And we gave it to the leaders of the various camps, and we're talking about, this has to be well over 10 years ago. Well over 10 years ago. It says that the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea. Now when you go back to Daniel 11, it's not talking about the Assyrians and the Babylonians, which had eagle's wings. It's talking about the Roman Empire, but it doesn't mention eagle in Daniel chapter 7. It just talks about a multi-headed beast, which is the Roman Empire. It does not mention eagle. Only one time in Daniel the 7th chapter, that's referring to the Assyrians, the Babylonians, which are Assyrians, by the way. It said, the eagle whom thou sawest came up from the sea is the kingdom, and that kingdom is the beast that was different from the rest of the beasts, which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Then Bishop Nathaniel will go, let's go to Daniel, and ooh. But he never goes into any of the rest of this right here. Hold up, but eagle, you got eagle again. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. And then they'll say that it's talking about America. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let me see here. Let me see. So you ain't on our level, bro. You break down Daniel 11. I'm talking to Athan. You break down, this is an open challenge to you. You break down Daniel 11, the whole chapter, and you break down 2nd Ezra chapter 11 and 2nd Ezra chapter 12. Hey, I'll give you credit if you just break down one of the chapters. But for extra points, bonus points, you got to break down both of them. Okay, where am I going? Okay, that eagle in verse 3 is the Roman Empire, not the Babylonians in Daniel 7. And 2nd Ezra 12 verse 11, the eagle whom thou sawest came up from the sea is a kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Here it is again, 24th verse. This is 2nd Ezra 12 verse 24. It says, and of those that dwell therein with much oppression above all those that were before them, therefore are they called the heads of the eagle. This is talking about the ancient pagan Roman Empire. Please don't tell me that's talking about America too. Sakari was saying it's talking about the Byzantine Empire. 31st verse of the same chapter. And the lion whom thou sawest rising up out of the wood and roaring and speaking to the eagle. Who's the lion, people? Who's the eagle, people? I'll give you the eagle. The eagle is a Roman Empire, pagan Roman Empire 2,000 plus years ago. And rebuking her, the Roman Empire, for her unrighteousness with all the words which thou hast heard. So who's the lion? Who's the lion that came up out of the woods? Oh, you know what? Let me go here. Let me go here. Bear me for a minute. I'll start at 35. Same chapter. This is the dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretations. Thou only have been meet or good to know the secret of the highest, the Most High. What does it say in Amos? Amos 3. The Lord doeth nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants and prophets. Now is the Most High's name a secret name? Kinda, sorta, but the Most High said for all Israel to call on his name. So it's really not a secret, it's really open. But not every Israelite knows the true name of the Most High. So it is a secret. So did the Most High give his prophet to the secret? Why didn't he give him the secret of his name? So and this guy, Athan, he kept saying Christ. He kept saying Christ this, Christ. Remember, he's a guy that said you can call the Most High play yogurt. All right? And again, this is to you. I want you to do a complete breakdown of Daniel the 11th chapter. Now you're trying to get cute. He went into Daniel 11. Oh, my goodness. Oh, let me get the popcorn out. You went into Daniel 11 because you think you deep like us, man. There goes the heart going in the book of Revelation. Book of Revelation coming to pass. It says, and teach them let me read the 37th verse again. 36. thou only hath been meet or good to know the secrets of the highest. This is not, you can't make yourself know the secrets of the Most High. The Most High got to reveal it to you, man. It's 37 verse. Therefore, write all these things that thou hast seen in a book and hide them. So this is not for everybody. And teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend, understand, and keep these secrets. So it's on you, Ayatan, to do a complete breakdown on Daniel chapter 11, the whole chapter, every verse, and 2nd Ezra's chapter 11, the whole chapter, and 2nd Ezra's chapter 12. And guess what? I'm going to have to steal this from Denzel Washington as Alonzo. You can't do it. But wait, 39th verse, but wait thou here thyself yet 7 days, that it may be showed thee whatsoever it pleaseth the highest to declare unto thee. And with that he went his way. And it came to pass, when all the people saw that the 7 days were past, and I not come again into the city, they gathered themselves all together from the least unto the greatest, and came unto me and said, 41st verse, what have we offended thee? And what evil have we done against thee, that thou forsakest us and sittest here in this place? For of all the prophets, thou only art left us as, because they look for the prophets. People come search high and low, to look for the prophets, man. That they perceive are the prophets. We believe that we're prophets. It says, as a cluster of the vintage, and as a candle in a dark place, and as heaven or ship preserveth them the tempest. 43rd verse. Are not the evils which are come to us sufficient? If thou shalt forsake us, how much better had it been for us if we also had been burned in the midst of Zion? So they're looking for answers from Ezra, the high priest / a prophet. 45th verse. For we are not better than they that died there. And they wept with a loud voice. Then answered I them and said, be of good comfort, O Israel, and be not heavy, thou house of Jacob. Because when Esau really starts coming down on Jake, pursuant to Revelation the 12th chapter and the 12th verse, they're going to be looking for the prophets. They're going to be looking for real answers. For the highest hath you in remembrance, and the mighty have not forgotten you in temptation. 48th verse. As for me, I have not forsaken you, neither am I departed from you, but am come into this place to pray for the desolation of the desolation of Zion, and that I might seek mercy for the lower state of our sanctuary, which we're in a lower state right now. We under this man. And now go your way home, every man, and after every man, and after these days will I come unto you. 50th verse. So the people went their way into the city, like as I commanded them, but I remained still in the field 7 days, as the angel commanded me, and did eat only in those days of the flowers of the field, and had my meat of the herbs. Now, you know what I want to do? Let me go back to... I'm fitting to go deep, y'all. I'm fitting to go deep. Okay, let me... I don't want to read the whole thing. I'm going to leave it to my man, Ayathan, the great deacon, to break it down. Yeah. You know, Xerxes, you know, he was married to... what's Mordecai's, what's her name? Esther? Yeah, Esther was his wife. They were married, you know. Yeah, he's a guy from the 300 movie. You say it just like me, boy. Anyway, it says, let me go. Peaceable. I'll start at 43. I might go up. Like I said, I want to go to the whole chapter. 43. This is chapter 11, 2nd Ezra in the Apocrypha. Therefore is thy wondrous dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest, I don't think this is it either. It said the highest also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abomination fulfilled. And there appeared no more thou eagle. What is that talking about? And there appeared no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings. What are the horrible wings? Who are the horrible wings? And there's 12 of them. Nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy... And then you had when you go into the history, for example, as a matter of fact, let me do this here. Let me do this here. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. Who's the 3 heads? And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her and were gathered together. Those are the other nations in that region. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers. This is within the realm of the 12, but there was actually more than 12, but the principal ones were 12. And they became little feathers and small. But her heads were at rest. The heads in the midst was greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue. So let me read that again. But her heads were at rest. The heads were at rest. The head in the midst. Who's the head in the midst? Was greater than the other. Who are the other? Yet rested with the residue. The rest of them. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and reigned upon the earth, and over them that dwell therein, the known earth. 6th verse. And I saw that all things under heaven was subject unto her, and no man spake against her, no, not one creature upon earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spake to her feathers, saying, watch not all at once, sleep everyone in his own place, and watch by course. What does that mean? But let the heads be preserved for the last. The heads that we wrote, or the one, the head in the midst was greater than the other. That's reincarnation right there. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her heads, but from the midst of her body. That's all I'm going to read. Come back down to 45. And therefore appeared no more the eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, wicked body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. Let me read that again. What is this talking about? That all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence. Is that talking about the kingdom of heaven? Let me go back to 12. Okay, third verse. This is back at 2nd Ezra chapter 12. And I saw, and behold, they appeared no more, and the whole body of the eagle was burnt, so that the earth was in great fear. What is that talking about? Then awake I out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit, anyway, with that, I'm going to send it. I'm going to pass it off to you, Bishop Aitan. Let me see you break it down. Since you were getting deep in this class here, let me find that. Where's that at? Where's that at? Okay, this was put up two hours ago. Our Hidden History radio show, Times of the Gentiles, Greece, chapter 17. So that was put up 10 years ago, and he was trying to go, and he hit about 3 verses in Daniel 11, then went into something else, stuff that we already know. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.